Hello! I'm going to answer some more of your questions. Again, another good response from the last video, with plenty more questions to go. So, here we go. SJW for Trump, I've already replied to this, says, I'm gay. Right. I don't know if you're joking or not or what. So, yeah, I've already replied. Apologise for laughing. Did I offend you? Or did I not? Or, I don't know. So, like, I don't know, some more punctuation would be good. Just so I know what you're on about, really. But if you're gay, good. If you're not gay, good. Whatever. Fine. And obviously Let's Go In Style says, gotta love the gays. Thanks, dude. Thanks. Okay, Kevin Hjelm. It's a J, so I'm assuming it's a H. Kevin Hjelm, hi Kev, says, any Circa Survive songs you might be interested in playing? Yes, I love Circa Survive. I like old Circa Survive. We're talking Jaturna on Letting Go style era Circa Survive. So, yes. Act Appalled, We're All Thieves, and blah blah blah. So many great songs off like the first couple of albums. So, I love those songs. So, I will add some to my list. Atticus, hello. If you ever get a chance, could you cover Never Kill a Mouse by Hail the Sun? There's like no good or accurate tabs anywhere, so please, that would be very, very much appreciated. Yes. Again, I'll add it to my list. I don't get round to a lot of these songs very quickly because I don't get to do that many of them. So my list is like, I've got a little book. I'll show you. So this is my book that I write all my little like songs and requests and lessons and stuff down in. And as you can see, these are just some that I've got over the past few videos of people asking me. So I've got several of those. It's taken up a few pages and there are just hundreds being added all the time. So if it's in the book, it will get done. It might take a long time, but it will get done. That's the plan. And I just go through my book and choose one that I'm feeling at that particular time. So do it. So, yes. Basically, all Hail the Sun songs are in there, and all Dance Gavin Dance songs are in there, and all everything is in there. So, it's the magic book. Legendary Rock 10. Hello again. What do you think of Seosin / Anthony Green in general? I like Seosin. I liked the original Seosin, the whole translating the name EP that they did. That was just nuts with Anthony Green in the first place. That was excellent. And then when he left and Cove? Yeah, his name was Cove, right? Cove came in and they did another EP and the first album. That was good. I liked that. A lot of great songs on that. It just really fit the time. That was excellent. And then I kind of lost touch with them a little bit after that. And then I know Cove left and they didn't do much for a while. And then New Seosin with Anthony Green back in. I've heard a couple of songs, but I've never got the new album and things, so maybe I should check that out again. So yeah, I like Seosin. But I liked them a long time ago. But I'd probably still enjoy that, so that's good. And I do like Anthony Green. I think his voice is awesome and he writes some great things. I love Circa Survive. So that's what he's associated with me. For me, you know what I mean. So yes, good. My recommendation for Animals as Leaders cover is Another Year. Great song. Okay. I'll have a listen to it again. The Animals as Leaders, I do like them. Tosin's wonderful, but to actually play some, I'm gonna need to work on some different techniques and things. But yes, it's on my list. Scott Hamby. Hey Scott Hamby, can I pay you to cover a specific song and do a tutorial? Okay, this is a grey area, right? Because, yes, but then does that make me sound like a dick? I don't know. So, I figure, yes, but it needs to be a song that I would have already been wanting to do anyway, if you see what I mean. So, if you just say, I don't know, give me some money and say, do a tutorial on this song, and it's just some random song that just isn't my style and things, then no. But, you know, something that maybe on my list that you want me to get on and bump up to the top, then yes, we could sort something out. But if you email me at Mike_Rapier, R-A-P-I-E-R, at hotmail.co.uk, then yeah, we can work something out. But yes, and maybe no, is the answer to that one. So yeah, there we go. Robert Toledo. What was the easiest song you've ever learned and the hardest song you've ever learned? Okay, some context would help. If it's the easiest and hardest songs I've ever heard, it depends how good I was at the time of learning them. So it's a bit meh. But I'm going to go with, over the last 6 or 8 months of doing YouTube videos, I'm going to go for those. So I think one of the easiest ones I've done has to be... Oh, like I did a Sum 41 cover, a stupid Sum 41 cover with Jake a while ago. That one, because it's just... Nah. There's a lot of songs like that, anything of that style, I can tend to listen to a bit of it and then just kind of know what the rest is going to do anyway. So yeah, there's a lot of very, very easy songs, little 4-chord songs and things that I teach some of my pupils and stuff. They're all very, very easy to work out and stuff. And the hardest song I've ever learned, I think the one I've had the most trouble with, for obvious reasons, is Splash by Chon. That took me quite a long time to work out, just because it's incredibly complex. And then it took me a long time to get some of the techniques and stuff in there, because there's lots of hybrid picking and like sweeping, but only across little bits and mixing them together and things. So I think Splash by Chon was one of the hardest that I've done on my channel. There are other songs that I've been trying to learn to play for years, but I've had no luck. There's a great song that any aspiring alternate picker needs to learn. It's called Too Many Notes by Steve Morse, formerly of Deep Purple. But my God, that man can pick. It's very, very fast. It's all arpeggios, and it's just insane. So that's one I've been coming backwards and forwards to for like the past 15 years. Still can't quite do it yet, although I've not done it for a while. It's probably been a year since I last tried to do it, so I'll probably have a go at that. I might be able to do it now, but I don't know. So it's a very widespread question, that. So yes, maybe I've answered it well, maybe not. If not, narrow it down, and I'll answer it in more detail. Gold Viper. Hello, Gold Viper. I want to ask you a question, Mikerisms. Well, you're in the right place. Do you think you'll do a cover of any Sionvar? I never quite know how to say that, because I've never really heard anybody else say it. So, Sionvar. I'm going to go Sionvar. That's what I say. It's like the mix of my favourite bands. Yes, it has some excellent members in that band. Yes, well, I did Virtual Vein a while ago. That's it, really. So, yeah, I'd like to do some more Sionvar. And I will at some point. It's all on my list. It's all in the book. Josh Vinuese. Bruh. Thanks. Bruh. Cover Silent Planet. Silent Planet. Is that a band? Or is that a song by a band? Silent Planet. YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I can just have a look. Silent Planet. Silent Planet. It's a band. Okay. Synchronized with my post-traumatic tics, back into the space and okay, maybe not that song, but yeah, they sound alright. Any particular songs? Send me some. Okay, L. Hi, L. L or L? We'll never know. Hey Mike, any chance you could cover a song by August Burns Red? Something from their Messengers or Constellations albums would be amazing. Great work, by the way, man. Cheers. Thank you. I've never been a massive August Burns Red fan, although a lot of the guitar work's nice, good. So yeah, maybe I'll have a listen to some and add some to my list, and then see what I can do. Oh. Just Gresh. Hello again. I finally have a real question. Good. I've been playing guitar for 6 or 7 weeks. Nice. I have to switch to the F major chord from the A minor rather quickly. I cannot for the life of me switch on time, and if I do, it buzzes. Do you have any tips? Right. My tips would be, make sure each chord individually is perfect. So when you do an A minor, when you do an F, it depends which F you're doing. Are you going a 4-bar chord, or are you doing the 1, 1, 2, 3? We're going for that one. Don't know. That does make a difference. The F I would recommend is, easiest way to do it, if you play a C, you should know a C chord, if you move this middle finger across onto your 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then get your little finger and stick it on the 3rd fret of your 4th string. So now we get, start from your 2nd string, 1, 2, 3, 3. And just play those middle 4 strings. That's generally the easiest F to get to. So from your A minor, it's actually not that much of a big change, but I would just say go incredibly slowly and just make sure you've got the positions nailed. If you try and do it too quick, you will get buzzers or you're not in time. So if you're strumming it, slow your strumming down to a point where you can change in time with your strumming. Otherwise you always have that weird little gap. So yeah, give that a go. Maybe try that different F, and just make sure your fingers are bang on the right, in the right place on the fret and on the right notes and things. So yeah, let me know how it goes. Okay, Sven Westerbeek. Westerbeek? Hi Sven Westerbeek. Hi Mike, love your videos and I basically learned how to tap through your videos. That's good, thank you. I'm currently writing a song on my own and would love your feedback if that's okay. Thanks in advance. Yes, that is okay. I've had a couple of people send me things that they've done. Again, email me, mike_rapier@hotmail.co.uk, and send me the song and yeah, I'll have a listen. Let you know what I think. Okay, let's go in style. Hey dude, we meet again. Would you consider pulling the trigger on me, preferably in the school region? I want to die. Thanks dude. Very droll. All jokes aside, a real question. An Endless Sporadic? I'm assuming you mean the band, an Endless Sporadic? Yeah, it's suitably mad as toast. I like that. I like that about an Endless Sporadic. Yeah, again, give me a few of the tunes, any particular one, and I'll see what I can do. I might take a while to work it out because it's mental. But yeah, yes, I'll stick it in the book. Nelson Wijaya. Hi Nelson. Is music theory exclude the ability to read sheets, tabs and tempos only useful when you're writing your own song? And can you cover more John's song and enemies? That would be awesome. Cheers. Okay. Is music theory only useful when you're writing your own song? No. The one thing music theory doesn't help with is just physical ability. It helps with everything else. Like I said before, if you know a lot of music theory, it makes playing anything generally easier because you know where to go and what to play. It's not necessarily just for writing your own song. Like I said, if you know music theory and you hear a song and you can work out a couple of bits, from that, if you can work out a key, then you instantly know everything that's in the song. You know all the chords, you know all the scales, you know every note you can and can't play on the guitar and stuff. So no, music theory is useful in every single aspect. The only thing it's not useful with is just physical technique. And can you cover more Chon's song and enemies? More Chon, yes, I'd like to do more Chon. I've started having a quick look at Perfect Pillow because I love that tune. So yes, there will be more Chon. And enemies. Is that another band? I don't know enemies. But yeah, again, let me know. Send me some of the songs from enemies. And yeah, I'll see what I can do. Okay, Jacqueline Ernesto Dubon Hernandez. It's a good name. I like that name. Have you heard Alone? ? And if you have, will you do a cover? Love your vids. Alone. Are we talking a band or the song? Again, it's quite ambiguous. Have you heard Alone? Is that a specific song from a band, or is that a band? Heart did a song called Alone, so it might be that one. Classic 80s rock. But I don't know. To be more specific, and yes, probably. Shinato. Hello. Please cover Teleute by Veil of Maya. Not a massive Veil of Maya fan. I know they're, again, technically proficient guitar style stuff, but I've never really got into them that much. But I'll have a listen to that song, and if I like it, then yeah, maybe. Breakfast Epiphanies. Hey dude, starting to get into Dance Gavin Dance because of your videos. Do you have a top 5 songs of theirs for me to check out? Ooh, good question. I think the best thing would be some with Johnny, some with Kurt, and then some with Tillian. So I think Johnny songs from the first album, I would go Turn Off the Lights, I'm Watching Back to the Future. Excellent song. And then Kurt era, Carl Barker. Amazing tune, that's one of my favourites. That's just an awesome song. And then Tillian era, anything from any of the Tillian albums really, they're all just awesome. Everything from Mothership, everything from Instant Gratification. On the Run's one of my personal favourites. Stroke God Millionaire, that's another awesome song. But yeah, just maybe sample a song or two from every album that they've done. Or just buy it all, it's all amazing, just all of it. Okay, Guinea Pirate, 132. Hey dude, really did the consistent production value as well as the quality of the playing and covers, of course. Thank you, dude. You should check out some Death Clock or Brendan Small's Galacticon if you haven't. I know of Death Clock, don't know Galacticon. I'd love to see you try out something from any of those albums. The song Danger Tits, nice, is a personal favourite. Okay, I'll check some out and see what I think. I've heard Death Clock before, but yeah, I'll check out some Galacticon and yeah, Danger Tits. Killer Taco. Hey Killer Taco. I just got my first guitar with a Floyd Rose. Any tips on maintenance? Ooh, you poor man. I can't stand Floyd Roses, which is weird because I love music. I love so many bands and people that use Floyd Roses a lot. They are generally a pain in the arse. That's the problem with Floyd Roses. I would suggest this guitar cost me several £1,000s, and I've blocked the Floyd Rose off so it just doesn't move anymore. It's basically a pack of cards and some wood and stuff that I cut to fit in it. But if you are adamant on using a Floyd Rose, sorry, I'm very biased, I don't like them because they're annoying. Tips on maintenance. I suppose if you've got a really good setup, just try not to play around with tunings and stuff because that always cocks it up. Just keep checking the springs every now and then, particularly if it's a new guitar. The more you're doing it, the springs will gradually just loosen a little bit. So yeah, just make sure it's nice and straight and level. But at some point, I think you will get annoyed with it. And when you do, just block it off because it's just better. Scrimmy. Hi Scrimmy. Would you ever consider doing covers for Periphery songs? Yes, I love Periphery. So yes. I like old Periphery. I've not really liked the past sort of 3 albums they've done. I love the first one. The first one and the second one are just amazing albums. They really got me into the heavy sort of genty, don't like that word, genty style music. So yes, I want to do some Periphery songs, and I've got lots on my list, so I'll get around to them at some point. Also, I'd love to see you play something from Ocean's 8 Alaska, like Vultures and Sharks or Mirage. Okay, I will have a listen to those songs again and stick them on my list if I enjoy them. Big Elephant. Hello again. It still blows my mind that an actual YouTuber still goes into the comment section and answers everyone. You are the best. Thank you. Thank you for answering my question. You're welcome. If Will Swan or anyone in the Dance Gavin Dance scene was watching this video, what would you say / ask, and to whom? I have no idea. I hate these sorts of questions. Like, oh, if you met someone you love, would you ask them stuff? I don't know. I'm generally incredibly socially awkward. So, I don't know. Sorry. I'm rubbish at these things. I'll try and think of something and get back to you. What's the music theory behind Swancore sound and why it sounds so melodically different? Tried looking at the chords they used. Okay, I think you've kind of nailed it there. it's using more of the jazzy sort of chords in a rock context. It's very much the major sevens and the minor sevens and the 6/9 chords and those sorts of things. I'll probably give it its main sound, because chord progression and things, they're not that interesting. So theoretically, they are, because they're amazing. But theoretically, so it'll use a standard, I don't know, 5, 3, 6, 1, or whatever sort of chord progression. But yeah, the chords that it uses are nice inversions of non-standard power chordy chords. So that's probably it. Scale-wise, it uses a lot of pentatonics. That's kind of what I found. It doesn't just stay in one little box for them. But yeah, lots of pentatonic-y type shapes and patterns. Yeah, apart from that, that's kind of it. It's more the way that they play it, not necessarily the theory behind it. So again, technique-wise, you got the tapping and the chords and the rhythm and blah, 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 everything's nuts. That's really what gives it its sound, more than necessarily the theory behind it. It's more the construction of it and the techniques used. Others were saying to cover Circus of 5. I think you should. Yes, I should. But also, there's another band you might like called This Town Needs Guns. The guitar is very linear. Yes, I love This Town Needs Guns. I did one cover a while ago. Can't remember what song it was. Don't know. I have got This Town Needs Guns tab books from Tim, from This Town Needs Guns. I've seen them live. I've met them. They are awesome bands, so creative and just I love them. The most difficult thing about it is Tim has lots of guitars, and to play one of their songs you have to restring a guitar and set it up with very engaged strings, so it's not just standard. It's not just not standard tuning, it's completely redone. And then he plays like a capo, and then he's got a spider capo, and just it's nuts. He's just creates such amazing things, which is almost impossible to actually work out by listening to it. But I have got a couple of their tab books for their older stuff, so I'd like to do some more. But I need a guitar that I can just have set up with different gauges and just weird string things. Yeah, I'll do some more. Just need time to do it. Oh, and do you have a PO box so we can send you free stuff like pedals? Don't have a PO box, but again, if you email me, I'd be happy to send you an address that you can send me things to. I like getting things to play with. That's good. Same goes for anyone. If you have anything you want to send me for me to try out, or any songs you have written, anything you want me to listen to, just email me, mike_rapier@hotmail.co.uk, and I'll check it out. Sean Brady, hi Sean. If we donate a certain amount of money to your Patreon, can we vote on the next song you cover? Yes, you can. I can't remember which bracket of it was, but yeah, I think the idea behind that, I've got, again, millions of songs, so I'll choose a load, and then if I get a few people doing that, if there's just you, then yes, donate, and you will get to choose which song I do next. So yeah, I think every week or every whatever, I'll post a few songs that I'm thinking of doing, and then whatever gets the most votes, that's the one I'll do. Wacko Card 2, are you ever going to do a cover tutorial of Pussy Vultures by Dance Giving Dance? Yeah, it's on my list. I'll get to it at some point. Sean Brady again. Hi. What pedals are your favourite to use when jamming by yourself? None. I have a pedal board that I use for live playing, because I've got a little Cosbra amp that is just a clean amp, so it's just a clean valve amp, so it needs things going into it. But when jamming by myself, I just plug into my IRT. That's about it, really. I don't use a lot of pedals and things. Higgler 420, Higgler, I think Higgler 420. Hi. Have you ever listened to Distrage? No, I haven't. Their guitarist has a signature chord. Oh, okay, cool. And the music is very progressive, so it seems it's up your alley. No, I haven't, but I will take the suggestion. Their album Are You Kidding Me Now is a good place to start, so yes, I will have a listen. Awesome series, Mike. Thank you. Two-part question. Okay. Any Protest the Hero songs in the timeline? Potentially. Again, I don't know that many. I know of them. I've heard bits. But any particular... I actually saw them play Skies live last month. Hint, hint. Okay, so Skies by Protest the Hero. Okay, I'll have a listen. I'll stick it on my list. Second part is, any recommendations for improving sweep picking? Starting to pick it up a bit, but I've hit that musician hump where I need a revelation. I think the key to sweep picking is the motion of the sweep itself. When you're slowing things down to do it again, or whatever, a lot of people tend to go back to picking them individually, so they tend to go. So when they speed them up, it's not accurate or in time. Again, don't know if that's what you're doing. Maybe that's a common hump that people need to get over, and maybe just try and expand what patterns you sweep picking. When you start, most people tend to do just the three string, those sorts of ones. But if you can expand those into the full arpeggios, and so on, maybe that would help. But I think if you've kind of got the technique down and you're just struggling for ideas, then yeah, try more things. If you're struggling on the technique itself, just really think about exactly what your pick's doing, because it's all about coordination and synchronization of the hands. Hope that helps. Jax F. Hi Jax F. Hello, I'm just suggesting I'll be playing guitar for a year and I take lessons at Samash and I don't plan on stopping until a while. Good. I want to start learning music theory. My teacher does have a degree in music and all that. It would be really great if you started doing a beginner music theory series. I would definitely be a huge fan of that. I love your... It just kind of stops there. Maybe that's I love you. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of good music theory sort of videos and series on YouTube, so maybe a quick search would find you some good stuff. Yeah, maybe I could do some beginner applied music theory, so going through things that are really relevant to the guitar and how to put things into practice. So maybe I should do that. But yeah, I do have plans for all these things. I just don't have time to do them all right now. So it's slow progress, but yeah, I will do some more theory related videos in general. Joni722, would you ever consider covering Ocean's 8 Alaska? We've heard about those before. High Horse is my personal fave. I'd love to see you taking on a song by them. Again, I will have a listen and see what I can do. T-Ross, regarding the guitar lessons on page... Oh, okay, I've answered you. If you want to email me, and again, we can talk in more detail about it. So that's good. We'll sort that out. Witcher. Hi Witcher. I started playing guitar about 2 years ago and I've mainly stuck to tabs. I've learned major and minor chords, but I feel greatly limits my writing and playing. Anytime I try to further my learning, I feel overwhelmed and discouraged. What should I do to get out of this slump and become a better player? What would be the next step? Love the stuff and keep it up. Okay. Again, there are two ways this can go. You can either find a technique that you want to do and want to become proficient at, and try and concentrate on one particular thing and one area and build that up. That often works for a lot of people. That's something that works for me. If I want to learn something new, I just stick with that one thing until I've got a good grasp of it, and then I put it in with the other stuff. Or some people benefit from just doing more things. So if you've got your majors and minors and things like that, maybe try expanding into all your bar chords or your different inversions of those chords, or maybe start just using those basic chords. Just record them, or if you've got Guitar Pro or Tux Guitar or whatever, tab them out and then start putting scales and melody over the top. That might be something else to try and do that with those chords that you've already done. I don't think anything really limits your playing. Just look at any number of bands. I mean, Status Quo, come on, they've made like a 50-year career on 3 chords. You know, so there is nothing that really limits your playing. Use what you can already do and what you know, and do as many things as you can with it. That's what I would say with that. Or take a new specific technique and try and nail that. There we go. Good luck. Okay, Dylan Mendoza. Hi, Dylan Mendoza. Okay, I play a lot of acoustic guitar, and for months I've been trying to find a way to combine the lead and rhythm together in songs, but can't. Any tips you'd recommend, or is it mainly just trial and error until you stumble upon it? Definitely not trial and error until you stumble upon it. I think trial and error until you find something that works, but trial and error in the way that just play anything and see what works, that's not a very efficient way of getting somewhere. I think it comes back to theory. If you know your scale shapes and you know what scales work over what chords you're playing, you can do just put them together and do it that way. I would find that. So if you're doing I'm doing up here, my camera's very high today. So again, I've no context as to what sort of thing you're playing, but again, some chords, B minor, G, D, and A. There are so many options you could play over all of those chords, apart from just the scale that works in that key. So think about maybe outside the... Again, it depends how many scale patterns and shapes do you know. If you just know a couple of major scales, then that's alright. Use those. Trying to expand, so you've got a B minor down here. If you're trying to put a lead bit, then you've got B minor there, or up there. So, yeah, I think I need a bit more detail in the question itself, because it is very different depending on exactly what you're playing. But if it comes to writing it, then try and use that theory as a basis to trial and error things. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Also, would you ever do a video about odd time signatures? I know the majority understand it, but like you said, there's a gap between learning theory and applying it. Odd time signatures are my absolute forte, really. That's what I love to do. For some reason, I've just got this affinity with weird time signatures. Every song, I don't think I've ever written a tune that's all in 4/4, or that's all in 3/4 or 6/8 or something. Anyway, I'm rambling. Yes, video about odd time signatures. Yes, people understand kind of what a time signature is, but they don't necessarily understand exactly how they work. So, yes, that's a good one. I've not thought about that. I will do it. Looking forward to the Peep Show cover, Nightmare Visuals. Good. Me too. I need to get on that. I'm going to bump that up because I haven't done any Sixth for a long time, and I love Sixth. Do you like Periphery? If so, would you ever cover any of their songs? Yes. Again, as I said, answered another question. I love Periphery, and I definitely prefer their heavier stuff than their newer stuff. The newer stuff, it's quite nice, but it's a bit more ambient and plodding and things, but their old stuff's just nuts. So yes, more Periphery. Ned Lockhart, hello. I feel like I could talk to you about music and bands for ages, and that's hard to find around where I live. Impeccable music taste, my friend. Thanks, dude. Any time. I would love to talk music and bands and things with you. So yeah, if you've not Facebooked me, then yeah, Facebook me. Like me on Facebook, and you can message me, and we'll chat some stuff. Kai521, hello! Thanks for answering my question about Kyodos. Jesus the Dungeon has to be my favourite song by them, period, and off of Illuminaudio. Yes, love me some Kyodos. I've got a couple of Kyodos songs kind of in the works. They're moving their way up my list. I've had a thought about something I could do, so that's good. For a more serious question, what guitar strings do you recommend? I'm currently using MYXLs, but I find them to sound quite flat and would like to find something better sounding. Elixirs. Elixir strings. Elixir strings are excellent. They are like at least twice as much as a normal set of strings, but they are coated. They do nanoweb and polyweb, and there's a new one actually. They sent me a set of OptiWeb, I think they're called, and I've put them on my gem at the minute, and I'm loving them. So yeah, Elixirs, they sound nice and bright, and they don't go rusty because they've got the coating on them. So yeah, that would definitely be my recommendation. If I put a set of regular strings, D'Addarios, only balls, whatever, on any one of my guitars, with the amount I play, I have to change my strings every couple of weeks. With Elixirs, bumps that up to sort of 2 or 3 months. So yes, elixirs. Gauge-wise, I'd go, it varies from guitar to guitar, it depends on scale length and things like that, but generally 10 to 46, standard set of 10s. Some I've got 10 to 52s, my Kate's Custom I've got 11 to 54s I think on, so I tend to keep that in like drop C. My 7 string, I've got 10 to 58 I think they are at the minute. But yeah, Elixir are the way to go. They sound awesome and they last for ages. X-Slusher, thank you for answering, bruh. Oh, you're the bruh. Thanks, bruh. Bruh. It would be awesome to have the theory behind the music that you cover and do tutorials on tempo, key, chord, scales, etc., as well as just the videos. Or as well as just videos on theory by itself. Okay, so like specific to the songs that I cover. That might be quite good. I might do a kind of cover tutorial theory. That might be quite nice. Yeah, I will. I'll think about that. I'll think how it works for the other songs. Skype's Airplane. Oh, you asked Skype's. Okay, Skype's Airplane off their self-titled album Transparent, Artificial Alias EP. Okay, so I'll have a look through those and I'll have a listen. Fall of Troy. Yeah, I love Fall of Troy. Anything from the old one, Doppelganger, Manipulator. I'm way familiar with all those songs. I love all those songs. So yeah, more Fall of Troy would be good. So yeah, good stuff. Thanks, Dave. Hank Chase, first off, thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with us. You're welcome. I've been learning quite a bit from you just now 1 year in. I've been on a Mars Volta at the drive-in kick and would love a tutorial or even a lick lesson for some of Omar's work, if you are into them. Never been a massive Mars Volta at the drive-in fan. Again, they're one of those bands that are sort of like on a pedestal in that genre that they are, and I get that. That's great, but I'm not been a big fan of them myself. So yeah, Mars Volta at the drive-in. But yeah, yes, I'll have a listen to some more. Maybe it's been a long time since I've heard any, so I'll give it a go. Thanks, Hank. Seth Parker. Hi, Seth. Would you be opposed to bringing out the Dean for a Mestis cover? Mestis? Mestis? Maybe. I'll have a listen. Not heard of them before at all. Pura Vida. Okay, I'll have a listen. Then maybe. I really want to see that Dean in action a little more. Yeah, I need to do more 8-string type songs. So I'll do some of those. Hi there, me again. Hi again. Have you heard of the band called Little Tybee? Yes. Another one of those bands that, technique-wise, it's completely different to anything I play and have played before. Josh Martin is his name. I think his name's Josh Martin. Is just insane. Such a great guitarist. I mean, the whole glitch tapping and all that stuff that he does is fantastic, but I've never really tried it. So yeah, I'd like to do some Little Tybee, but I need to learn a lot before I can do it. So yeah, they're on my list. Sparky Tupo. Hi Sparky Tupo. You have been approved from my spam folder, finally. It wouldn't let me do it before, but I just did it just now, so that's good. Icarus the Owl. Yes. It goes. Where's my plectrum gone? I've got my plectrum. So there. Pearls and Blue. Yes, I have had a listen. And the lick sounds to me like it goes. Which looks like this. Pause it. There you go. There you go. Happy playing. Andrew F97. Hello. Any more TTNG in the future? Yes, I have more TTNG in the pipeline, and I would really want to get on and do some more. I've got the tab books, got the spazzy tunings, and I've got the capos and all sorts of things. So yeah, I just need to get on it really. Also, I don't know if you know Tiny Moving Parts. Again, vaguely, I know of them. Probably heard plenty of songs, but yeah, I'll have a listen to some more. So there you go. Also, you're the guitar teacher I've always wanted. Oh, thank you. Well, if you go to my Patreon, I'm doing Skype lessons. I've actually got a guinea pig for Skype that I'm doing very soon. So if it all goes well, then I know it works, so I can start kind of pushing it a bit more. But I've got a few spaces, so if you want to have a look on my Patreon, or email me, or Facebook message me, whatever, we can talk about it, and I can sort that out, dude. Mr. Chris 160. Hello, Mr. Chris 160. Nice one, Mike. Here's some Scale the Summit tunes that stood out to me. Okay, good. I will have a look at those. Also, if you had to pick one favourite and most comfortable guitar to play in your covers, what would it be? Thanks again. Ooh, favourite and most comfortable guitar to play in your covers. Out of all my guitars, I love my Gem very much, but then I love my RGD, but then I love my KX, but then I love my G series. I think the wonderful thing about all the guitars that I own, except for one crappy one down there, is I own them, which means I love them. No, I don't have one guitar that I like more than others. They all feel wonderful, and that's why I've still got them. If there's one that I don't fall in love with, then I don't buy it. So I suppose if I had to choose one, I would go for my Gem out of the ones that I own. If I had to choose an ultimate guitar that I would like to buy to use in my covers that I think would be awesome, it would be Music Man Majesty, the John Petrucci signature one, just because that's why. So yes, there you go. Rafael Mastanza. Hello again. Hey, thanks for answering my question, and there it goes another. What band would you love to see playing live? The last year I went to see Pliny, Intervals and Animals Leaders. It was incredible. Keep up, and cheers from your Spanish fan. Oh, it's you, my Spanish fan. Good. I would say I'd like to see Pliny live. That would be cool. I know he does a lot of stuff at like trade shows and things like that. So yeah, I'd quite like to see that. A band I would love to see playing live. I've always wanted to see Nightwish live, because I imagine it being epic. I would like to see Devin Townsend live. That would be good, like one of his big epic shows. Not seen those. Not seen one of those before. I've got a friend who goes to all of Devin Townsend's things, so I want to tag along with him to one of them at some point if I can. That'd be good. And I want to see Trophy Scars again. I've seen Trophy Scars live a couple of times, and they're just incredible. So I really want to see Trophy Scars again. But they're not together anymore, so boo. And the Bled. I've seen the Bled several times live and love them, but again, they're not together. I think all of my ones that I would like to see live are bands that have split up and then I miss. So yeah, maybe some of that. I'd quite like to see Def Havana live again. I've seen them several times again before, but now that because they completely changed their music, and then I didn't really like them that much, and then this new album is actually not that bad, so I'd quite like to see them live again. See how that's getting on. James's voice isn't great these days though. Bless him. So yeah, there are loads that I'd like to see live, and I will. At some point, that'd be cool. Okay, last one then. Last one. James Erickson. Hi, James Erickson. Oh yes, The Fall of Troy, one of my faves back in the day. Yes, mine too. Tillian, is that his name? Yes, he's great on album, but what do you think of him live? I've seen him live a few times, and he's been consistently really good. I saw him live doing his Dance Gavin Dance stuff a couple of times, and then I saw him doing his own solo stuff once before as well, and that was really good. It's all his electronic type stuff. But yeah, Tillian's great live. You generally don't get a sense of how good he is from YouTube, from people filming on their phones and on their cameras, because you just never do. You can hear it and experience it live, and it's incredible. And then you watch it on your phone, you go, oh, that sounds awful. Every singer's like that, so yeah, don't base it on what YouTube sounds like. And there we go. It's funny hearing you talk about bands that I love. I don't have a lot of friends that share the same interesting music. Good. That's what I'm here for. Meeting new people, sharing my love for music, And yeah, there we go. That was a good one to end on. So thank you very much. Check me out on Facebook. Become a patron. Just help me out in any way you can. That would be amazing. And get some perks and things there as well. And I will see you next time answering some more of your questions.